Hello children, welcome to AIMS India's online classes. In today's video, from physics subject, motion topic we are going to discuss. So, introduction part. So, actually, motion is a common experience in our daily life. So, we observe birds flying in air like buses, autos, cars, bullock carts moving on the roads. Even we observe trains on railway tracks moving on the railway tracks. So like that, we observe so many other objects which are around us, but they are in motion. So here motion is a common experience in our daily life. Now let's learn the science behind this motion concept. Okay. So apart from observing motions of objects around us, we ourselves experience motion while we are walking, running, or while we are playing, or while we are riding a bicycle. So while doing these kind of activities, we ourselves experience this motion. So this boy, his name is Iso Alban. So he was a famous Indian athlete. He won so many medals in running race competitions. So while doing these activities, walking, running, playing, or riding a bicycle, there in that activities we ourselves experience motion. Apart from that, we observe many objects like trees, buildings, display boards, electric poles, etc., which are located on the road, which are fixed on the road at rest while we walk to school. Means while we are going to school, suppose we are going to school from here to here. Yeah, our school is here. From here to here, we are going on the road, walking on the road. So we will see electric poles, or some buildings, or some display boards or hoardings. We observe that these are all under rest. We are moving, but the electric pole will stay there only. From here, from the electric pole, we will go up to the school. In the meanwhile, electric pole position, there will be no change. So ultimately what we mean to say is, so around us in our daily life, we observe some of the objects which are moving, and we observe some of the objects which are under rest. So other than running, playing, or walking, so when do we experience motion? So when we sit inside a moving bus or train, we are sitting idle here. So this girl is sitting in a train. She is not walking, she is not running, she is not showing any kind of motion. She is simply sitting in the train which is in motion. Here the girl is not in motion. But the train in which she is sitting, it is in motion. So from the train, if we observe, so what we will observe? It appears that these buildings, these trees, these electric poles, all are moving. Like that it appears. So are these trees, building, electric poles really they are moving? 1 minute. Really are they moving? No, they are not moving. It is just our assumption. So as we are moving forward in the train, as the train is moving forward, but we are sitting idle, it appears that these trees, these buildings, these electric poles, this factory, all are moving backwards. All are moving backwards. So it is not, really they are not moving, but it is our assumption that they are moving backward. So why it is appearing like that? Because as the train is motion in forward direction, but we are idle. So according to us, we are under rest. So according to us, they are in motion. So in such way they will appear. So to understand their motion or rest position, first we have to study what is the meaning of motion, what is the meaning of rest. So why they are appearing to be moved, that we can answer by knowing this concepts. So motion and rest. So observe the following pictures. So this is one part, situation A. This is the second part, situation B. Means this is at 0 seconds. This is the situation. After 5 seconds, this is the situation. So the boy who is standing here, he is observing situation A and situation B. So here, if you look at this situation A and B, if you look at this 5 seconds journey of the car, what you will observe? The boy is here only, the tree is here only, but the tree, before at 0 seconds, the car was to the left of the tree. But after 5 seconds, the car was to the right side of the tree. So, but the tree is there only, but the boy is there only. So, by this, so what difference do you notice in the position of the car? So, by observing this situation, so if you want to answer the situation for these kind of questions, how do we answer? First question. So, what difference do you notice in the position of the car? So, what difference do you notice in the position of the tree? So, why the difference in position occurred? Why this difference is occurred? Is it because the tree moved to the right of the car, or car moved to the left of the tree? So actually, now the question is, why there is change in the positions of position A and position B? Is tree moved to the left of car, or car moved to the right of tree? What happened? So we know that position of the car has changed with respect to tree in 5 seconds. 5 seconds, but there is no change in the position of the tree with respect to its surroundings. So actually, why this change happened? Because car will be having driver, car will be having engine. Because of that, we can create motion in the car. We can create motion in the car. This change is happening. Here, the change from A to B, this change is happening because of the motion of the car. But there is no change in the position of the tree with respect to the surroundings, means the observer. So with respect to observer, there is change in the position of the car, but there is no change in the position of the tree. Okay. So here an object is said to be in motion if it changes its position with respect to its surroundings in a given time. Because here the position of the car in 5 seconds with respect to the observer changed. So that's why we can say that car is in motion. But whereas tree, there is no change in the position of the tree with respect to the observer or with respect to the surroundings. So we can tell that the tree is under rest. So car is under motion and tree is under rest. So what is rest? An object is said to be at rest if there is no change in its position with respect to its surroundings. So in given time, so at 0 seconds, the tree position was there only. After 5 seconds also, there is no change in the position of the tree. So that's why we can say that it is under rest with respect to the surroundings or the boy. So we can say that tree is at rest, car is in motion. Okay, over a period of time. Here the period of time is 5 seconds in this case. So next, so observing motion of a car. Let's see the motion of this car. So look at the pictures, state which of the following statements are true. So here, so let's observe, here is the house, here is the car, this is position A, here is the house, here is the car, this is position B. Suppose this change between A and B positions, A and B situations happened in 5 seconds time. Now based on this, you have to answer some questions. The distance between the driver and the car changes. At situation A, where is the driver? Inside the car. At situation B, where is the driver? Inside the car. Means between driver and the car, there is no change in the distance. So, but they gave here changes. So it is false because there is no change. Next, second one. The distance between car and gate of the house is changed. Now gate of the house is this car. Now gate of house is this car. What happened to this distance? Changed. So now less distance, more distance. So distance between car and gate of the house changed. True. Next, there is no change position of the gate of the house with respect to its surroundings. Surroundings means with respect to tree. What about gate of the house? Here only. Gate of the house here only. Because tree is not changing its position. Gate is not changing its position. So no change in the position of the gate with respect to the surroundings. True. Next, there is no change in the position of the car with respect to its surroundings. So with the tree, this is car position. With respect to tree, this is car position. What happened to car position with respect to surroundings? Changed. Here less distance, here more distance. Why it is changed? Because car is in motion. So but they have given no change. So it is false. It is false. Suppose, so imagine that you sat in the above moving car. So in this moving car, you are sitting behind this person or beside the driver. So do you observe any change in the driver position? Or is there any change in the scene? You view through the window, buildings, trees. Suppose you are from the building. From the building, you are observing the car. From the building, you are observing the car. Now the question is there any change in the position of the car when you are viewing from building? Yes, because building is at rest, but the car is moving. So according to the person in building, the position of the car changes. According to the person sitting in the car beside the driver, according to him, there will be no change in the position of the driver. But according to person watching from the building, there will be change in the position of the driver. Okay. So as the car moves, the distance between you and the landmark like buildings, trees, poles outside the car changes. Yes, because you are in the car. So automatically when you are going in the car, buildings, it appears that buildings, trees and everything, they are moving behind. you are moving forward, they are moving behind. Like that they appear. So this change in the scene you view through the window indicates that car is moving. So when you are observing sitting in a car, the view will be different. When you are observing from a building and when you are observing the view of the car, the situation in this case both are different. Okay. Next. So you and driver of the car are at rest with each other when you are sitting in the car. But both of you are in motion with respect to the surroundings outside the car. That means when you are inside the car, according to you, everything which is inside the car is at rest. But everything outside the car will be in motion. Okay. So the same tree, suppose you are having a tree. Suppose you are having a tree here. If you observe the tree from the car, it will be different. If you observe the tree from the land, it will be different. 1 minute. So if you are standing on the road, according to you, the tree is under rest. When you are traveling in a car, according to you, the tree will be under motion. Means same object. Here, what is the object? Tree. What is the object? Tree. So a body may be at rest with respect to one set of surroundings. Means when you are on the land, at the same time in motion with respect to another set of surroundings. Means when you are in car. If the surroundings is land, it is under rest. If the surroundings are taken compared to car, it is in motion. So that's why motion is a relative to the observer. Means motion or rest. Motion and rest, these two terms are relative terms. Why? Means they depend on the position of the observer. With respect to one observer, they may be at rest. With respect to another observer, they may be in motion. So motion and rest, these two words are relative to the observer. Okay, next. Let's observe some more motions. Suppose here, first picture, a man is rowing a boat or a man is traveling in a boat. So the man in the boat is dash in relation to the bank of river, where this is the bank of river or this is the bank of river. According to bank of river, the man is moving forward. So he is in motion. But according to boat, what? According to boat, he is in rest position. He is in rest position. Okay. So now, girl on the swing. So girl is sitting on a swing, or her brother, the girl is sitting on a swing, her brother is pushing from back. So the girl is in motion. Or here the question is, the girl on the swing is dash in relation to the seat of the swing. When the girl is moving, seat of the swing is also moving along with her. Seat of the swing also moving along with her. So with respect to the seat, she will be in rest position. But with respect to Gordon or with respect to his brother, what about the girl? Girl position will change. She will be in motion with respect to the garden or with respect to surroundings. Okay. Next, the girl on the bicycle is dash in relation to the road, because road is starting from here. Compared to road, the girl's position is changing. So with respect to road, the girl is in motion, but she is in dash in relation to bicycle, but the bicycle is moving along with her. So with respect to bicycle, she is under rest. So in this way, we can confirm motion and rest are relative terms. With respect to one set of surroundings, one object may be in motion, another set of surroundings, same object may be under rest. Next, uniform and non-uniform motion. So a body is said to be in motion if its position keeps on changing with time or with respect to the observer. That we have learnt already. Regarding motion, we have learnt already. Here, the boy is kicking the ball. So with respect to boy, the ball is moving. Or with respect to ground, the ball is moving. Or here, the puppy, it is in swing. With respect to tree or with respect to surroundings, the puppy is moving because its position is changing. So, but in our daily life, we experience certain motions in which the change in the position, what children? The change in the position of the object remains same for a time interval. Means same time interval, same change in position. That we will observe in some kinds of motion. Or in some other motions, the change in position for same time interval, change in position different. For same time interval, change in position may be same for some kinds of motion, may not be same for other kinds of motion. Let's observe with examples. If you imagine the movement of hands in a wall clock or movement of butterfly in a garden, in these two cases, so the hands of wall clock and the butterfly are in motion because they are changing their positions with respect to time. Because hands of the clock, seconds hand, minutes hand, hours hand, all are changing their position with respect to time. Butterfly also coming to this flower, from there they may go to another flower, from there again they come back to this flower, means they are in motion. But what difference do you find in the movement of the hands of clock and body of butterfly? In which case the change of position with time is constant. So is there any change in the movement of these two objects? What are the two objects here? Hands of wall clock, but movement of butterflies. So in hands of wall clock, what do we observe? All the hands, they change their position in regular manner. In regular manner. Means the second hand for 1 second, it travels 1 second only. Second, third second. Means for one particular second, its change in position will be constant. But butterfly, sometimes it may move slow. In 1 second, it may cover this distance, less distance. Sometimes it may go fast, more distance. Less distance, more distance. This change in movement is not constant. In the case of movement of butterfly, here the change in position is constant with respect to time. But in case of butterfly, change in position is not constant with respect to time. So we observe that in the case of wall clock, change in position of minute hand or second hand or hours hand is same for every minute, second or hour. How can we do that? We can measure the angle between two positions of the minute, and by that we can say, by measuring the, suppose this is minute hand, after 1 minute it is here, we can take this angle, and with this angle we can find the distance, arc distance from here to here. we can tell. But in the case of butterfly, the change in position is not constant when it is flying from one flower to another in the garden. So the wall clock, the motion of hands of wall clock, we can tell that they are in uniform motion. Motion of butterfly, we can tell that it is in non-uniform motion. So here uniform motion means if the change in position with respect to time is same, we can tell that uniform. If it is not same, we can tell that it is non-uniform. Okay, children. So what we have learned today? So in motion and time topic in our first video, so what we have learned? So in our daily life, we will experience motion, or we ourselves experience motion, not other objects. Ourselves also we will experience motion while we are walking, running, playing. We observe that some of the objects will be moving or some of the objects will be under rest. Or when we are moving in train, though we are sitting idle, it appears that all objects which are in the surroundings are moving back. When we are sitting in train which is moving forward. So for that we have to understand what is motion and rest. What is motion and rest? If the position of the object changes with time, it is called motion. It is said to be in motion. If its position does not changes, it is said to be in rest. But this motion and rest, they are relative terms. With respect to one observer, they may be under rest. With respect to another observer, they may be in motion. So that's why they are called relative terms. Why? Means they depend on the observer. So uniform, non-uniform motion means if the change in position is constant with respect to time, same time, so then they are said to be in uniform motion. If it is not constant, they are said to be in non-uniform motion. That's all for today, children. Thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for receiving latest updates. You can also visit our website, children, www.aimstoday.in, for information regarding previous online classes, quizzes, worksheets, activities, English classes, coding skills, and lot more. Thank you, children. Have a good day.